Hello. Kiwi is my bias. Here's Kiwi. Say hi to Kiwi. Okay. How are y'all doing? Good evening. Kiwi says good evening as well. Oh, he's so cute. We need Kiwi emotes? I do agree. I need to commission for Kiwi. Oh no, he's so sleepy. Oh, he's really enjoying this. Hey Viz, what's up? Ikigai. Hello Vono, Delacast, Big Macs and Onions, hello Prime. Jim, hello. ODM, letter Z. Can he do the Papa's dance? He's not very he's very calm right now, but he normally would have already been out of my arms and gone. JD got shrunk? Yeah. JD became a real boy. Oh my god, he's really enjoying this. Fur flying. Yeah, you can see the fur just like flying everywhere. Okay. I'll let you go, Kiwi. Oh my gosh. Bye. Whew. Free fur with every build? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, you guys know if you're pet owners, there's fur everywhere. Yeah. Whew. Like on my face and everywhere right now. Alright. Kiwi! Oh, wait, where did he go? Kiwi! I got 7 dogs, 3 cats, I understand. Damn. That's a lot of pets. Are they all yours, or is this joint custody? I know that I know you Viz have competitive competition participating dogs too, right? For like agility and whatnot. My wife's idea? Yeah. That is a lot of animals though. Also a lot of space for them, so I'm sure they're super happy to be part of it all, you know? So good for them. Yeah. Alright, so let's get started. Sorry for the late start. I was just fixing something technical. Just had some like audio thingies and video thingies that I need to fix. I need to restart my computer and stuff. So, oh, Rat Eats with the 3 years? Damn, 3 years. 3 years ago today. Oh, yeah, wow. It's around the time when I was unemployed. I became unemployed for a little bit, and so I was streaming a lot more. And then I remember I streamed a lot for like a few months, maybe like 4 months or so, and then you know I was employed again, so I was doing other stuff again. But there was a time I was streaming a lot more. Fun employment? Yeah. Fun employment, you know. You know how it is. Alright, so we got a bunch of stuff here. Obviously it's mixed with the build stuff. We got some keycaps. Oh, actually I did forget to post on the IG. So I'm just gonna do that now. I did have a story post ready. So I'm just gonna do that right now. Where's the story thingy? Plus story. Go to my pictures. Let's see. Building a bias. TKL. Showcasing. Ikigai's new trays, and Wu Tray Studios WS Kraken double shot caps, double shot PVT caps. Come hang. Alright, and put a link to the stream. Bum bum. Post a story. Cool. Alright. What's that isekai thing? Isekai. It's when you decide to reincarnate in a different world, and then you suddenly have powers like you're in an RPG game. Just kidding. But yes, I got a few things to unbox here, as you can see. So Ikigai's Fragment, as you know or might know, they're basically keycap holders, keycap trays. And so these are the keycaps we're gonna be using for the build later. WS Kraken is Wu Tray Studios' new double shot PVT keycaps. So I got a base kit here as well as the novelties, I think, and some compatibility kit. So that's designed by Mangas, who is actually a Discord community member in my server. He also tried to run Kikobo Beige and Dolce, if I recall correctly, although that one didn't hit MOQ, if I recall. Anyway, and we're going to be building a bias from Baionlenja. And we have three products here from Ikigai. So if you didn't stream more back then, I wouldn't have found you and learned about hobby when I got in. I guess that's true, yeah. There definitely was a time when a lot of us, like streamers in general, were like a lot more active. And so that kind of makes sense, you know? Yeah. So, okay, so we got some badges here that are laser engraved. These are also featured when I showcase the Fragment, the bigger one, the regular Fragment, which is actually the one below here. I'm actually unboxing my own unit. And then this one is a smaller version of it called the Fragment S. So let's start with the big brother here. So you kind of like open the box like that, which is kind of cool. It's like a little door. And then you can take out the piece of foam here that just covers it. And then we got the first tray here. This one comes with a very nice protective lid, which is nice and friction fit. Pretty nice. Very clear. But it's a very nice tray here. So we showed this last time before I did have a few more units to show. I think I had 3 back then. This is my personal unit. I got one in white. It says Fragment, and it's, well, purposefully fragmented. And that is because you can join it with other Fragment trays, which I'll show you shortly why or how. So you can just take this away for a second and open up the second one here. This is the Fragment S. So here, the Fragment S now, so this one has 15 slots. The Fragment S now has 9 slots, 8 if you do decide to put the badge on there to cover one of the spaces. But basically, it's a 9-slot square keycap tray. And again, it says Fragment on the sides. It does have these bump-ons installed actually beneath these bump-ons. So like if you actually take out these bump-ons, which you can actually easily remove, there are little magnets there. So there are small magnets there that are held in place there by the bump-ons. And more importantly, these magnets actually allow you to piece together several different Fragment trays together like that, like side by side. You can do it this way, you know, you can do it this way if you want. But basically it allows you to put together several trays next to each other, and they'll be joined by these little magnets that are on the walls of the tray, which is pretty nice. If you have more of these, you'll be able to, you know, create your little army of trays, which is nice. And you can also put these badges. In my case, there's one that's engraved with my logo as well as the Ikigai logo. But you know, you can choose to do that. You can choose to skip it, but you know, these just fit perfectly in the tray as well, and you can just, you know, slide them right off very easily. So put them on like that, and then, you know, you can also put this one that has a blank side. But yeah, basically these are little little additional badges with the laser engraving, which you can just stick on there. Pretty simple. So pretty neat. When we showcased the Fragment, the large version of it, they did have a solid piece of metal that basically served as an inclined stand. This one is completely flat. I don't have that stand on me right now, but I mean, I guess technically you could actually put the stand behind it, right? Like, you know, you could put whatever, right? Like, you could just kind of like stand it like that or whatever it is. But, oh, hello! Huge raid from Alex. Hello, Mr. Alex. Good evening. How are you? Hey, Banana Man, Vayandas, hello, Alex Raid, welcome, Raiders. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Alex, I hope you had a good stream. Anyway, so we're actually showing right now the Fragment from Ikigai Designs. They are based in Ontario in Canada, and they previously, also Alex actually had a showcase of these guys. These are the larger Fragment trays here, keycap trays, and then this time they're releasing a new one, which is a small one called the Fragment S. And then they're also releasing this small screw tray or parts tray called the Fragment T. And so let's take out the small screw tray as well. It's just kind of wedged in this triangular foam piece. And so this is the screw tray, the Fragment T. Is it angled? No, so these are completely flat. However, on the first iteration of the Fragment, they had these stands that basically allow you to put this at an incline, so you can display towards you or whatever it is. But no, these are completely flat right now, but you can actually prop it up if you want it. So again, this is a parts tray, which also does have magnets beneath these guys. These bump bonds are hiding a few magnets here. You can also stick these Fragment S and T together. So if you wanted to put it together like that, the magnets allow you to do that. And then, you know, of course, you can put in like screws, and the screws will, you know, get attracted by the magnet, so they'll actually stay in place. So obviously you can put in like magnetic stuff. You can also put in like non-magnetic stuff, you know, like you put in a keycap or whatever it is, right? So that's like another thing. Like you can actually use it as a magnetic parts tray or just as a general holder. But pretty simple. Looks like this is also magnetic. Oop. Very cute packaging, actually. And now it's a weapon. Yes, we can also, like, you know, if you want to like stick things together here, you can also like build a little house. So now you have a little fragment home, or oh man, a fragmented home. That's a little dark. But yeah, so you can like, kind of like figure out the orientation of these magnets and like figure out like where to stick it. So it looks like here there is a little bit of repelling. So right now I think this way is the right way to do it, or however you might want to go about this. Just need to like figure out the orientation here, so you can do that, and then you can do that. Voltron sword, yeah. And I believe you can also stick it to these like this. So you can form whatever shape you want, but the magnets do allow you to put these parts together, which is pretty neat. So yeah, and so like, I can fill it up with some keycaps here, right? So I have some artisans here that I took to a meetup a while back. So I'll just put in a few here. Um, Blue Crayon, hello, hello, how's it going? And so obviously, if you collect artisans like I do, then you know these little trays provide a decent amount of space for you to put your favorite caps on there. But otherwise, you know, you can always put in your novelties. Like for example, like obviously I have here, I think here I got the Purple Knight one recently. I actually haven't opened it, so let's open it up. So you know I have the Salvin Purple Knight Artisan novelty. You can also put that on there. So you know you can fit pretty much any keycap, or I guess you could use it as a tray if you want, if that's something that you like to do. You can also choose to do that, which is nice in its own right. So yeah, you can just kind of like put a bunch of artisans here, and you know fill it up however you want. What's up, Nacho? Wait, your keyboard has a wooden plate? Yes. So this is a pretty unique board called the Toma. It actually literally means like cutting board, but it's like a joke in the sense that like you know cutting boards are made out of wood, and they basically did some CNC routed machining here of these wooden boards. A small batch that happened that was made by 4GT, the team that made the Saber, as well as they have an FRL TKL board that they also recently released. I think it was called Silhouette. Might be wrong, but I think it was, yeah, the Silhouette and the Saber. I think those are the two 4GT boards. But yeah, they did this. This was like their first kind of like keyboard run. It was like semi-private, basically. It was like actually like basically private. It was like a small friends and family sort of run. And then I managed to get a unit, which is nice. But yeah, it's made out of it has an integrated wooden plate. So the whole piece is like this top piece is basically a single piece, and then there's the a bottom piece over here. But yeah. And so, you know, you can obviously put your fragments side by side like this. Put some covers. The covers are super clear. As you can see, there's also fur now getting stuck everywhere. As a cat on it, it is much inevitable. Good old GMK bread, yeah. That's the only place where I can put my GMK bread without it looking too bad. Exclamation color match, yeah. So yeah, so we can put this kind of like, you know, so you know, you can put this fragment however you want. You know, I can put it like this, and then just put it over here perhaps. Maybe I'll push these guys away. Like that. Actually, I can take out the cover here. Maybe I can prop it up, actually. I'll prop it up with something else. What should I use to prop this up? I could use something small, but anyway, I think I'll just leave it like this. Anything flat's fine. Do you know the Gauss rating of the magnets? No, I have no idea. But I'm pretty sure these are like the neodymium magnets or whatever. They're like pretty small. It's gonna be a little bit harder to take out. Oh well, they came out, but they're like these little rectangular pieces. Obviously, they pretty strong. But they're replaceable. They're just small. I don't know what the direction should have been, but and I probably should put one in with the bump on first, and then do the other one. Are those bakery keycaps? Yeah, this is called GMK bread. Yeah. And so we can also put our Fragment T on this. Oh, I think I got the polarity of that wrong. I probably should place the... Probably messed up the polarity here, but let me see if it works on this one instead. Ah, great. That works. So that's the Ikigai Fragment S and T. This is the T for tray, S for small tray, basically, or a small keycap holder. But they will be doing in-stock sales, right? Ikigai. So you can find all the info on their website, ikigai.com. T for triangle and S for square. Oh, there we go. Didn't think of it. So wait, is this R for rectangle? R, S, and T, right? Yeah, it is, I guess. It is R for rectangle, actually. That's smart. Or I'm dumb. But, you know, cool. So, when's Fragment C for circle? Fragment O for oval, I don't know. Anyway. So let's open up this keycap set just to kind of show you what it looks like. I will be using it on the build from today. We are going to be building a bias TKL, and that is actually a personal unit. But this is WS Kraken Wutre Studios new double shot PVT keycaps. So kind of like similar to the way they would do GMK, I assume. But I mean, this is PVT instead of ABS. I would like to request H for hexagon. That would work too, I guess. So WS Kraken is a set designed by Mangas. He is a community member. Oh, that's neat. Thank you for purchasing WS Kraken, the first double shot PVT keycap set manufactured by Wuche Studio. For a long time, in my mind, I had the desire to make a set that is inspired by the popular sailor's myth about the deep-sea creature called the Kraken. Throughout the whole duration of the project, I have learned a great deal about what exactly goes into making this set a reality, such as rendering, working on legends with the Wuche team. It has been in the works for over 1.5 years, with countless hours spent working out details, and we are all so excited to finally deliver it to the community. We deeply appreciate your continued support. We hope you love your new keycaps as much as we loved making them. Nice little note. Tray, it appears like it doesn't hold the keycaps all the way down, so they appear a little messy, unfortunately. But they are plastic trays, so that's how it looks like. It has basically a black, really more like a dark. It's like a dark blue modifiers with a lighter blue legend. And here we have extensive support. So let's actually take a quick look at this set. So font-wise, I can see it is a little different from the one from GMK. It does have some similarities, but there are obvious differences as well. It appears that they don't use a super key. There's this key called release, which I assume is essentially like a novelty, but it is technically not like a graphic novelty, just like a text novelty. We do have numpad support here, as you can see. Captain Mike with the tier 1 sub, and also with a gift for Mr. Nacho. Thank you. Thank you for your generosity, Captain Mike. So here we have our... Yeah, okay. So let's take out one of these trays. The Alpha Legends look like the reverse die subsets. Yeah, they kind of do, actually. A little bit on the thicker side, legend-wise. But at the same time, because it is double shot, it looks very, very, very consistent, very cleanly done. This is what the bottom of the keycaps look like. They do have some like mold markings and such. But yeah, the double shotting basically extends the entire keycap like that, in that lighter blue. And I assume it's a similar thing with the modifiers. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the Kanekys font. Yeah, like font-wise. Funnily enough, it is also going to be sold through Kanekys, I believe, as one of the vendors. But it honestly looks pretty good. Let me see if there's any like alignment issues. No, the alignment is pretty good. It's consistent throughout. And the spacing from the sides as well is pretty consistent. Like yeah, like some of the symbols are a little bit thick looking, but I think it's still pretty consistent with the rest of the font. So, it looks good. Yeah. Print scroll pause. They don't use print screen like full text. Love that desk mat. Yeah, it's the Polybius desk mat. Got it from Space Cables, I think. Oh damn! I have the 2-year badge now. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean you've been around a while. So we do have a bunch of extra support here. Let's see, 1.5 U's, 1U code. You know, 1.75U shift, 1.5U backspace, split 0, and like 1800 support. There is basic 40 support here, 3 key as well, ISO, and space bars. There's 2 3Us, 275, 225, 2U, 125, 125, 1, and then I assume this is 6U and 7U. 6U with a centered stem, and 7U of course. But it does have 3U space bars, 1.75U BS, yes, 1.75U backspace right here. You know, step caps lock, of course. No step control, I suppose. There are also non-homing keys, so if you want your F, J, and 5 to not have any homing at all, these are completely blank on the homing side, so there's just no bar. It's basically homing with bars or nothing. That's the option you get. It's bar or nothing. And let's see how prominent the bar is. It's not super prominent, actually. This reminds me of some of the sets that we've seen before, maybe the Kinetic Labs or some other places. Actually, you can still feel it. You can still feel the bar, but for the homing, so it still works. But there's no scoops. There's no scooped keys for if you're a scooped cherry keycap profile lover. There's none of that. Compatibility wise though, looks pretty good. Yeah, Type K ready indeed. Creative also did bad homing bars. Yeah, I mean, I think there have been a bunch of sets that I've seen that the homing bars are not very like prominent, and so like some people might complain that they don't really do homing, so to speak. But anyway, that's the WS Kraken set here. That's the base kit here. The base kit pretty much has everything you'll need. There is a novelties kit and the 40s kit as well. So let's actually open those up. That's saved as 40s. Yeah. Okay. So the novelties are rather small novelties kit. Oh, it is the kind of like pasted together here. There are some enter novelties, some 1U top row novelties, ISO novelties, some bottom row novelties as well. 1U as well as 1.25U. There's some 65% column novelties as well. It's a small novelties kit, but a nice plastic tray. Stackable. Rather simple. Novelties. Nuts. Yeah. So let's see. And now let's look at the 40s kit here. Whole lot of packaging for some novelties. That is true, yeah. It is definitely not the most environmentally friendly packaging, so to speak, but at least the paper itself is kind of thin. Let's see. For 40s, we got some ortho support as well. We got the, I guess this is a 175U enter key. We got 1.5U enter and function as well, 1.75U lock key, raise and lower for ortho, and 1.5U shift as well, and finally extra space bars. So you got your 2Us and your 175Us, as well as an extra 225 and 275 it looks like. So pretty good. The kit compatibility is actually very well done. So that's a win, I would say. Mr. Gondo, I come from Brazil. Hello, my Brazilian friends. Hello, 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 Brazilian friends. Taking the portal over to raid. Welcome, raiders. Welcome. The stream, we're just showing this WS Kraken double shot keycap set from Uche Studio. Earlier, we were also showcasing a little bit of this Ikigai Designs Fragment trays. There's the R, rectangle, S for square, and T for triangle, and these all have magnets, so you can put like little screws and things like that if you want. I love Brazil. I love Brazil too. All right. So that kind of shows all the stuff that I had to show today. And we are going to be building this bias TKL. Oh yeah, it's the right side. Okay, so open this up. We've got a few plates here. I'm not sure which one I want to use, but I believe we have an aluminum plate as well as a polycarb plate. So there's our alu plate with grommet mount. I do remember from the last time I built the bias that I like the stiffer grommets, so I'll probably use those. It's a TKL, yeah. And then we have a polycarb plate as well. Frosted polycarb. Hopefully wind key? Ain't no way. We got our... I don't know what this holder is. This is quite a bit of stuff. Probably see. Grommets, stickers, daughterboard, cables. So we got our Baion stickers here. And we got our C3 daughterboard, JST cable, bump-ons. We got our foam if we need it. An extra JST cable and daughterboard. I guess I ordered an extra PCB actually. We need those daughterboard screws. Extra grommets. So I guess the extras I'll just keep aside. Will you consider the DDS bias GB? No, I will not. I'm okay with this one. I don't really feel like waiting for anything else. So no. There's our PCB in green. Very nice. I believe this PCB was by Mr. Yankar. I think Mr. Yankar made the bias PCBs. And then yeah, we got some extra PCB stuff. There is also the CD genetic disc, which I assume is like an album. It's like a music album, sort of. Kind of cool, but I don't have a CD player now, so I guess I can't use it right now. DBs were shoddy, so good you got an extra? Oh really? Okay. I didn't know that. He sent you a mixtape? I know! It's like a blast from the past in a way. It has a separator like that. And the bias comes in this little baggy pull string bag, which is kind of nice, microfiber. And then I got a black unit for the bias. So these Kraken's caps actually will probably go pretty nicely on this. They're on the darker side, so they should look pretty good. Otherwise, I think I would probably put... Let me put Miami Nights on this. I think that would be my other... That would be my first choice if I were to use my own keycap set. But since today we're just going to use one of the Witcher Studio ones. But yeah, I mean, we can try... We'll try this double shot PVT one today, but I think once I'm done with it, I'll probably swap it out to Miami Nights. Wipe the bump on cutout on the weight with IPA. So I can't rig the keycaps. Oh yeah, I should probably disable that. Yeah, but no, you cannot. You cannot rig the keycaps. No. There. Try both, since one is PVT and the other is ABS. Oh, so much work. But maybe. Well, we'll see. Today, I actually felt really under the weather. I was like this close to canceling stream. But I didn't. Wait, so you're telling me I need to wipe down the bump-ons? How come? Is it because of coating? Okay. Let me get one of the little alcohol wipes. I have some here, actually. Oh, yeah. I have some alcohol in it. Won't Tokyo Nights fit better, though? I don't have Tokyo Nights. I actually don't even like the set that much. Mine just came off after 1 week. Oh, I see. Some people have theirs not sticking. Oh, okay. I'll stick it on later, I think. For now, just let it evaporate on its own. Let it dry out on its own, and then we can stick on the bump-ons later on. Alright, so I'm torn whether to use PC or Alu. I did use Alu the last time I built one, which was very nice. I liked it a lot. I do have some lubed MX Blacks. These are... I think these are just 62 grams, sprit spring, TS films, 205. MX Blacks. Very lightly lubed. Relatively lightly lubed, I guess. Not super light, but yeah. Not sure if I want PC or Alu, though. So I'm kind of torn. On that. I still have a little time to decide, though. Until I am done with stabs, anyway. So maybe I'll start doing the stabs, and then I can decide. 2-hour stabs, let's go? Yeah. Do PC be original for once? I mean, I like PC on... I like MX Blacks with PC as well. I think my KFE is built with polycarb. And MX Blacks. Alright, so we gotta break in the clips a little. So I just put the wire in first. Both sides. The cable router area looks so cool. Yeah, it looks really nice. I do like how the weight is exposed there. Yeah, it looks very good. And the and having your like your logo is pretty nice on there too. That breaking of the TX tabs really does wonders. Yeah, I mean, it's really because this thing just, you know, like right now it's broken in, so like you can see how the wire kind of just doesn't really bind on this. But if you don't, so for example on the other side, if you like, you know, however you move it, it just kind of stays there. So I pretty much break it in as until the wire doesn't stop in place when you know, let it be pulled by gravity. Usually just like flicking it like this kind of shows you if it's fine. It's fine, I think. For this one. And then the key thing is you gotta remember which side is which. So that's why I just keep the wires in place there after I do that. Silver bias is okay, but the black is, yeah, funny thing, I was super torn on whether to get silver or black. I saw some of the pictures for the silver one and I was like this close to switching mine. But ended up going with the black because it reminded me a lot of the way the Jane V2C did that like multicolor, and the black just lets it pop a lot. And I was already thinking, I was like, oh, like Miami Nights would look sick on this. Because it's like a black base colorful set. Or like even like a Nectar Bite, I think would probably go really well with this. Or like one of those like black base colorful sets that are out there. Remade the Jajangmyeon Diego much better since I remember the MSG. Oh, nice. I mean, yeah, MSG does wonders for sure. Mictlan's there? Yeah, I mean, Mictlan once it ships, right? Yeah, once Mictlan ships, I'll probably consider it. You can tell when people don't break them in because the key makes no sound on the return. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because it just stays. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, honestly, it's an annoyance regarding the breaking in thing. Like, the stabs shouldn't be really like this tight, TBH. Like, the fact that I have to do this is just extra effort. Like, I do wish TXAP stabs were not the way they are. I think the revision 3 or whatever, they're fine. So, Rev 2 or whichever it is, I don't mind. Want to buy vintage TX stabs? I mean, these ones are fine, aside from this breaking in thing. Just got done breaking in some AP stabs for a bias build. My fingies hurt. Almost perfect ended up being a step back. Yeah, I know. It's kind of funny. Like it's almost like they took the name and took it too literally and like actually made it not perfect on purpose. You know? Kind of a shame. Wobbly stabs or too tight of stabs? I guess it is a toss up. Oopsie. Oop. Keep hitting the. So I'm gonna have to realign that later. The side can. Which is the lesser evil? I don't know. I'm not sure. Ibis had bias on the brain. Had a bit more to go. Oh, okay. Ibis, that's like what, 3 extra stabs or so? 2 extra stabs? 3 extra stabs? This is the numpad section. Oh yeah, that sucks. Okay, let's see what this looks like now. It's fine, I guess. Just this blocking the way. It's kind of funny because I thought the only change on TXAP was the stem. No. I believe they also... No, I believe... I remember... Oh, I asked about this, actually. Let me see. Who was I talking to about this? I was asking a vendor about this, okay? Ah. Aha. Yes, so... Apparently... It's a bit of a theory, but apparently the winter batch of the stabs had more of that tight stab issue because the cold weather caused contraction of the plastic. It's a bit of a wild thing to think about. But that's what some people surmise. I don't know about that either because yeah, it is injection. Like I thought it was just like injection molded plastic, right? So I think it's yeah. I also was like that's kind of like, isn't that just like yeah? I was like I don't think that's possible. Like I was like the parts are small, but wouldn't you cause more issues if you contracted evenly? Like why would it only happen at the clips? Like wouldn't you have binding at the insert and as well as the like wire port, like the entry exit port for the wire? Like you would have issues there too. So I was like I don't think this theory is valid. Winter in China, I think these are produced in, are these produced in China? Yeah, right? I think they're made in China? I think that's right, yeah. China depends on the region. The northern parts would get pretty cold. Specifically like same latitude-ish as Korea would get pretty cold. Because that's like, you know, like East Coast, you got New England-ish weather, right? So it would get pretty chilly. But it would depend where, yeah. Not everywhere would be that cold. What are you doing with these stabs? Just trying to loosen them up a bit? Yes, I am just trying to loosen them up a bit. Basically just reinserting and popping out the wire at the clip where they stick, like where they like assemble. And that's just because this clip part basically hugs the wire a little too tightly, and so we just wanted to not hug it too tightly, just enough to hold. So like, you know, like there is fine because the housing kind of just freely comes up and down, which is good. But yeah, that's about it. All right, so gotta drink some water. I feel like cherry clip-ins end up working and sounding better than TX stabs at this point. You know, I probably don't disagree with it. I think the only thing I do like about TX stabs, or like the one thing I particularly like about TX stabs, is the fact that because of the type tolerances, I don't have to like retune them as often. But that said, you're not wrong. Cherry clip-ins work fine. Cherry clip-ins work just fine. Bias very nice. Aussie Keycaps, hello. Oh, your bias is something else though. If you guys haven't seen Aussie Keycaps' pictures of his bias with the freaking with the infill with Miami Nights, sheesh. Sheesh, buddy. Sheesh. It's so good. Killed it. I nutted? Yeah, it was really damn nice. I was just like, bro, there's no way anyone can do better than that. I mean, I always had Miami Nights in my mind, but I was like the infill and like the matching caps and everything. It was so good. I'd like to do some infill on mine too at some point. Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, I have never done infill for engravings, and so I'm a little like scared of screwing it up, although I don't think you easily can because you can just wipe it with alcohol and it'll just wipe off. Um or was it aceto maybe? Oh no, it's alcohol, right? It's just IPA. But yeah. I would like to do infill too. Drew did a pretty good job on his unit as well, if I recall. The red one. I accidentally raised the sales of paint infill tools after I shielded them too much for infilling bias. Wait, actually though? That's pretty funny. Like on Amazon or something? That's pretty funny. Like temporarily, or are they like permanently up? What can I redeem with 100k points? I have no idea. You have 100k, dude? That's nuts. Both sides on the board came out of nowhere and it's one of my favorites in the collection. Nice. Tito Gap asks, thoughts on the Type K? I have to say, I've only seen like small snippets of the streams, and it looks good. I mean, it looks great. I mean, it's cool. I do think, like, I'm not sure if it's really more ergonomic or anything per se, but it looks awesome. I saw the Marker-chan's video on the Type K as well. He had like the silver and polycarb unit. Looked nice. Beautiful video too. Yeah, I think it's like the get it if you like the novelty of it, like tinted Alice-like layout with cool aesthetics, you know. But I don't think like you should think of it as like, oh, my ergonomics for typing are gonna be better because of it. Because I don't even know if Alice layout is that much better ergonomically. Basically, it has like a 60%, so I don't know. I have a lot of points. Oh, I guess being a sub and being here every stream or whatever racks up so many points. I mean, this is why I did raise them for, like, I did raise the prices, but I also don't think it's fair to raise them too much, right? I don't even know what I could do with a lot of point redemptions anyway. 91.7k. Damn. Gundam marker, non-acetone nail remover, and erasers what it went with. Oh, okay. Fair. Tamiya are good ones. I mean, Tamiya is great brand for everything. Tamiya stuff is solid. I mean, I have Tamiya glue for plastic, but I don't have any of their other stuff. But I do know people who recommend Tamiya for like a lot of stuff. Figurines and whatnot. Watch streaks only give additional 300? Oh, okay. It feels quite different from Alice? Yeah, I bet it is. I mean, the tinting alone is pretty different. Also, it's like, what, 7 degrees? So it's pretty tinted. Decently tinted. Like, I know someone who uses, like, one of those... Is it an OEM board? Is it, like, one of the... Is it the Microsoft Ergonomic? I don't even know if it's that one or if it's some other one, but there's one OEM board that has, like, a crazy amount of tinting, right, for it. And I know a friend who uses it. Actually, she's getting... I think she's getting, like, 2 Type Ks. Because she's very motivated that there's finally a tinted Alice custom. And she didn't like the mod servant and the EMA, but yeah. Okay, Rich, I know, right? I was like, wait, is this like one for the office, one for the office, one for home kind of situation, I think. But anyway, I was like, yeah, okay, Rich. So you guys know how like the other week there was that Novelty's gift card sale or whatever. So I'm pretty sure that she got like a bunch for that. But yeah, it's crazy. That sale was so good. Well, if you know how retail works, that sale was incredibly smart. They are very smart. Because that sale, it's essentially a 20% off store-wide, okay? That was basically what the sale was. You purchase gift cards and it's 20% off for everything, right? It's 20% off store-wide for novelties because anyone can use it for whatever, except for gift cards. Like, there's no infinite money glitch here. But they're getting the money right away, right? Novelties is getting the money as soon as you check out. 20% off. And then, people are gonna forget about using gift cards fully because you get let's say you got $1,000 worth of gift cards. You purchase a keyboard, you purchase some key sets, whatever, and you got 21.62 cents, $21.62 like left over, and people are gonna forget to use it. Leftover remaining balance on gift cards is a huge waste of money for the consumer. And for the vendor, it's basically free money. It's money that wasn't claimed, right? So they're making a lot more than 20%. They're sacrificing 20% off store-wide, and down the line, that's gonna be generating revenue. Very smart play. But at the same time, it's a win-win situation because it is a win-win situation for the people willing to spend the money and getting that 20% off and going from there. But then at the same time, the vendors themselves win because they get that big injection of capital right away. So yeah, if you like supporting your vendors, then it's a good thing. But yeah. It felt great to type on, but the wrist rest alone weighed more than the typical keyboard. Yeah, the Microsoft Sculpt Ergo. I had to sell my EM8, it was way too chunky. That's what I thought about the EM8 as well. When I saw the videos for the EM8 and people building it and photos, I was like, it's huge, that board. It looks substantial. It looks cool, but it was a lot. It was really tall too, yeah. Fat bezels, tall. A lot of kind of wasted space in a way. I guess that's part of why I don't like super chunky boards either, because it feels like wasted space. Hello fellow holders of NK stock. Yeah, so if you purchase gift cards from the NK sale, don't forget to use your balance just for your own sake. Like it is money that you already paid. It's money that's already gone. So hey, Rainbow, hello. If you don't know who Rainbow is, they are Arrow Keys. Arrow Keys started off from Rainbow doing Keycaps as well as Rainbow's friend Marshall, or cousin, right? Cousin. But yeah, and they did Toper mods, they did the Airfans MX, they did there's that flower one. I have one of them. Or was it like a succulent? I forget. Or is that plant sculpt? I don't remember what it's called, so my bad. But there's an actual Airfan sale right now if you're interested. I believe they're for 45 plus shipping, so you can enter the Air Key sale if you're interested. Pretty nice. Cool sculpt. I literally just finished filling out your raffle form. Yeah. I mean, good luck if you're entering. I did not enter the last sale, the little star. That was cute though. $45 for a cap makes me so happy. That the fact that you say that baffles me in many ways, because it is true that the retail of caps has gone higher and higher and higher, right? Aftermarket doesn't help. It's expensive. But it's crazy because when I did join the community, like 45 was the price that a lot of the veteran makers were charging. Binge, you know, Hungerworks Studio was charging 50 for like a 3-shot cap. And that was high, you know? And then there came a time when Poison Summer 1 started, or right before that, they did micro batches. Nightcaps started raising the price point. Clack raised the price point. Bro Caps raised the price point. And the rest of history. And the rest is history, but progressively, prices have gone up a lot. And like keycaps are expensive, you know? Like it's... Like, if you're entering keycap sales for artisans, it is true that you should probably consider that there's something you want genuinely, because it is not a small sum of money. Of course, supporting your artists in the community is pretty nice. But it is true that compared to, you know, 5 years now, 5 years ago-ish, prices have basically like doubled, tripled, in some cases even more, right? Some of those like really expensive 3-off sales from Nightcaps or whatever, right? Like those are crazy, $275 or something like that. Some insane amount of money. But yeah, I mean, and not, obviously like aftermarket is something that you can't really control, and like, you know, it's pretty crazy too for artisans. But it's also been down lately. There have been makers in the artisan community who have lowered their prices. I believe Booper recently lowered her prices because she recognizes that we are in a recession, and, you know, also to, like, while she loves the support that she gets, she also wants to make them accessible and so on, which is also a sweet thing. But yeah, I mean, keycaps are expensive. How much is a retail gaff? So gaff varied. There were some raffle sales by gaff that were like $66 or $69 for fun, or I think like at most they're like 100, I'm gonna guess, but I don't think it broke more. There are a lot of commissions, and there are a lot of commission sales, or like kind of like direct sales through the maker that were kind of like call your price sort of thing. So some people paid 150, some people pay 250, some people pay more for commission, some people pay 500. I don't know. Commissions vary. Like that's an agreement between you and the maker, so there's no spreadsheet to prove it. So yeah, it kind of varied a lot. But the public sales that there were for gaff caps, they were like the 100 range. Some resin costs the same or higher than keyboard. That is true. Some resin is like some artisan keycaps are essentially like a blank check, which is kind of crazy to think about. But I mean, it's a world of collectibles, right? Like this happens not just in keycaps, but it will happen in pretty much any kind of, even like pop art. I mean, you know, this happens with like trading card games, right? Look at Magic or like whatever. So yeah, what was your artisan collection? I've shown parts of it. A lot to show otherwise. Also, it's kind of spread between boards because I mount a lot of my caps, and so they're like on boards. It won't fit the screen. I guess if you think about the trays, probably not. Seeing some of the Sodi Caps eBay sales has boggled my mind. Yeah. I mean, obviously auctions are a different story. Auctions are an interesting thing, like both psychologically and like market-wise. Like people's behavior is interesting when it comes to auctions, specifically eBay. It does push a very specific mindset about bidding, and like there is a lot of FOMO, of course, and like the way that you can like snipe bids and whatnot. And particularly in the keyword community, people are not very good at bidding in general. Like auction behavior in our community, in the keyword community, is really bad. People bid early and high, and it makes no sense. It's like, why are you bidding anytime before 10 seconds before the actual auction ends, right? But alas. So things go high pretty quickly, and there are people who just kind of get that FOMO or get that impulsive, like, I gotta get it mindset, and they just go for it, and they just swipe big, and that's just the way it goes. It will fit the screen if you throw all the resin at giant 7-Eleven gulp cups. I haven't even seen a 7-Eleven like so long. The fuck Kraken was multiple hundreds of dollars. It was a 1-on-1. Well, I'll tell you this. The highest auction recorded that I know is, I think the highest auction that I've seen was like $9,000 for like 4 keycaps. Something like that. So, yeah, like it exists. It happens. There were a few like charity sales are a bit of a different story too. Charity sales push people to donate or to participate because they, you know, incentivize you donating for a good cause, blah blah blah. So I remember seeing some 5K numbers like in 2021. In 2020, I remember seeing some $4,000 auctions as well for like 1 keycap. So I think for like a singular keycap, the most expensive is like in that 5K-ish region. But I think it was incentivized by the fact that you were donating it for a charity cause. So the proceeds were not going directly to the maker, but instead it was for like, you know, I think the I Don't Mind event that Minterly and Alex used to organize, that one, particularly Minterly, I think she organized the main stuff. That stuff was those some of the auctions for the I Don't Mind event were pretty big. There were like multiple $1,000 donations and so on, winning bids, right? So, and like it depends how you do it. Like if it's like a blind auction versus like a public eBay page, people behave differently as well. The psychology of auctions and charity and all that kind of stuff is super interesting. And yeah, the stimmy check for sure. I mean, like there definitely was a bit of that back then, right? So yeah, I mean, it all kind of there were many different reasons for it, but yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna try the polycarb plate today. Kinda been a while since I built MX Blacks on polycarb. And I do like it, so let's see how it goes. I just found Artisan's a good way to launder money. Don't spill. Artisans are NFTs IRL. It's an interesting way to think about it. I don't know how much a non-fungible part is really, and it's not like it doesn't work the same way as the crypto-styled NFTs, where like the maker gets a cut anytime that there's transfer of ownership, right?
But that said, it is an interesting form of collectible though.
At least I can touch an Artisan's fucking NFTs. Fair. That is a fair thing to say about it. Wouldn't this make all art IRL NFTs? I mean, well, a lot of the idea behind NFTs was supposed to be inspired from, you know, real fine art, but it didn't really work out that way. I mean, well, at least a lot of the cryptocurrency stuff that people wanted it to be more valid or more substantial spawned from that. Like, you know, if you could sell art using cryptocurrencies, and which did happen, and you know how that works around it, and currency exchange and escrows and ways to earn money from royalties, basically. My blankie still warm from coming out of the dryer? Cozy blankie. Kiwi likes those. These are, I think these are maybe vintage, old MX blocks, so I think they have some bent pins, so that's why I'm using the pliers here. In case you were wondering. Feel like Totoro hasn't paid us a visit since the move? Oh, Totoro has actually. My neighbor has paid a visit before, but I don't think you were here that time. I did though. I think 9 Walker might have redeemed it one time. Oh yeah, I guess I can do that. Rage. Alright. One more and then I'll just... Have you found a use for the micro center switches yet? Yeah. I'll probably put the MX Reds in the build and the MX Browns in another. I don't think I figured out what to do with the MX Clears. But TBD, I guess. Hello, Mr. John. Well, should I already spend the 32k points? That's fine. I mean, I can still do it, you know? Micro Center switches? Yeah, so actually bought some, well, went to Micro Center and apparently they're on sale, like some Cherry MX switches. And so I got a few because I needed to, I actually didn't have any browns. And I wanted to try some reds, so I got some red switches as well. I just built with 40, I mean, with the clears from them, and 40 of them were retooled? Okay. So is that, like, a good thing? I mean, were they nice? I guess you won't hear the stabs, really. I used to work at Micro Center, is where I bought my first Keychron. Oh, cool. It'll sound better once I solder them, though. Alright. And they're not ticking, so that's good enough for me. How's the weather in New York these days? Today it was pouring outside, so it was raining today, and pretty humid because of that. But it hasn't been too hot. It was a little bit warm, like earlier in the week, but it's been okay. It's been bearable. It hasn't been like crazy hot, but yeah, I mean it's cooled off a little bit since the like peak summer heat period. But yeah, this week's just been raining. They're fine, just interesting how the batches were mixed. Oh, okay. General thoughts on the bias? Oh, it's a pretty nice board. I built one for a client before, and very lovely board. I think I built that with an alu plate and MX Blacks as well, and it was pretty good. I think I have like a little sound testing on YouTube, and I think that unit was silver, so it looked pretty nice. Yeah, overall, I think the people that I know who have a bias like it. There are maybe like 1 or 2 people that I know who don't love the grommet mount because that's just not their thing. But yeah. Summer has been fucked in Toronto, constant rain. I see. I'm gonna be in New York on Sunday. Oh, cool. What are you doing in New York? Are you just visiting for fun? It's nice that they're doing more keyword stuff. I grew their selection very fast. Yeah, that's true. I mean, retail stuff, I mean, you do outgrow that stuff pretty quickly. I mean, we used to live on the OEM stuff like from Best Buy and other places, right? And Micro Center pretty much feeds on that too. So, but yeah, it's definitely nice that it's growing a little bit, like the mechanical keyboard segment in general. Been gross up here, upstate too, the past couple days. Ugh, that's unfortunate. Going to DC for a wedding, then just heading up? Oh, nice! So just taking a train up or something? Amtrak or whatever. So it's not too bad of a ride. A little long, but not that long. Not too bad. It's kind of like going from LA to SF or something by car. DC is also pretty sweet. I used to be in the DC area, so I know it pretty well. Hope you enjoy it. It's probably a hot summer over there, though. Kind of humid near the Potomac. It's been about the same as Philly, as it's probably been New York City. Yeah, probably. I mean, New York City and Philly are so close that I doubt it would be that much different. Like, if we get rain, you'll probably get rain, like, maybe, like, later in the day or something. Yeah. Not hugely different. It's been okay, honestly. I mean, I'm actually a little glad that it's gotten a little bit cooler weather-wise. I personally can't stand the humidity though, so like that's one thing that I don't like. But I've definitely gotten used to a bit of the summer part of it now. So yeah, but I mean, it is August now, so it's about time I can kind of get used to it. And then once you're used to it, dog days of summer happen, it gets really hot again for a bit, and then it finally cools off. But that'll be until like September. It doesn't really cool off until like mid late September, I feel. Especially these past few years. I'm excited and wait for the summer to be over though. I don't love the summer weather, but you know. Properly clipping, so I'm just pushing them. Fall in New York is unmatched. Yeah, I love the fall in like New York / New England in general, like sweater weather. Oof, it's my favorite for sure. I like wearing like, you know, layers, sweaters and scarves. That good stuff. Amber, why is Dio so sexy? Got me sweaty right now. Okay. Boston's fall hits so good. Oof. The fall and being next to the Charles in Boston. Super pretty. With all the trees turning like color. Oof. Beautiful. I mean, you can see that in Connecticut and in Rhode Island too. But yeah. I think the Charles has a unique charm to it as well. I used to visit Boston like pretty much like twice a year when I was back in college. So I went to college in Connecticut, and so, you know, Boston was, you know, not too far away, like 2.5, 3 hours maybe, if it's like heavy traffic. But yeah, I would visit yeah, like twice a year, like once in the spring, once in the fall, and have a lot of fond memories from then. Oh, Toma is cool. Huru showed me once, I think. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think there's a few people in the couple people I think who have it, right? I think Huru has one. I have one, and then I think maybe somebody else did, but it's a nice board. It's a cool board. I mean, integrated wooden plates, so definitely a little bit on the stiffer side plate-wise, and it has a pretty pronounced typing sound. But I like it. I mean, the wooden tones are beautiful. I spent college in Boston. Now I visit Connecticut a few times a year. Oh, sweet. I haven't visited Connecticut in a while. Like, I thought I was gonna go for my like 5-year reunion or so, but I think that was like COVID, so no. And then maybe I guess in a few years I'll visit for my 10-year reunion. I haven't seen a lot of people though that I went to college with, because a lot of them moved to Boston, New York, California, right? And then a lot of them ended up moving out afterwards. So a lot of people who were in New York are no longer here, and so on. So I haven't been in touch with that many people as far as like my IRL college friends go. It's good to catch up with some people. I did see a few old friends this last weekend. That was nice. Hadn't seen him in like years, you know? What'd you study in college? I studied physics. I studied physics in college. I initially was going to major in philosophy actually, but had a big change of heart when I took some classes and decided to major in physics. And then I also did electrical engineering later on. Oppenheimer. Yep. Sweater weather coffee and a couple of fresh resin boys in your pocket. That sounds fair. That fresh mail day though. Alright, just make sure these are all nicely clipped to the plate. Almost done. Alright. Okay, nice. I think we are ready to go ahead and solder. Excited. Gotta go get ready for my flight. Catch you later. Okay. Safe travels and have fun in, at the wedding in DC. Oh, thank you. Got me some grapefruit spindrift. Pretty yummy actually. Never thought to use LED tweezers for the LED slot to fully clip in switches on plastic plates. I mean, I do it on alu too. Doesn't matter. I mean, pretty much if I don't see the little, you know, that little like rectangular nub that like when you clip it on, I just do that. Where's my fan? I don't see my fan. Or my, you know, fume sucker. Let me go get it. I think it's on my... I just turned my thumb blue from pressing hard. Oh no, I learned my lesson with that, so I don't do that anymore. Yeah, I did that too, where I would just press harder, and I was like, it's not even working anyway. So what's the point even trying? Alright. Go ahead and solder. Oh, I don't think you guys are gonna hear the fan thingy because my noise gate is on. Just gonna use up this last bit of solder here. Alright, so let's get this bad boy soldered up. You have a tape preference for taping down JST cables? Yeah, Captain tape is my preference for pretty much anything. Electronics wise, it's the best kind of tape. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's totally worth it. It's thin, it's thermally resistant, and insulating as well. So yeah, Captain tape I would say is my choice. I don't like electrical tape or other ones because they also leave residue when you unstick them. So I try to avoid those if I can. The adhesive is not like great, so it also depends on the brand and whatnot. But yeah, Captain tape has never failed me, so I'll get that. Yeah, no residue for Captain. Yeah, Captain is pretty nice. No residue. At least none in my experience so far. Nice. Nothing happened in the chat. Drew, do you notice how Nathan is obsessed with the phrase "it's Jover" now? I've seen him use it like several times now. Yeah, exactly. I thought exactly the same thing. I was like, wait, you're not even spelling Joe right. Oh my god. He's posted it a few times in different places. I'm like, bro. I thought it was just a typo at first, but then I think he means to type it that way. So I was like, oh, okay. It is what it is. It's Jover boys. It's like a boomer learning slang for the first time. I mean, isn't that basically Nathan like half of the time? Man's younger than me, but he acts very boomer at times too. I mean, not that I don't, but you know. Like a lot of references for me are big whoosh. Understandably. Also don't really follow many things. He's trying to connect with the TikTok. Ah, man. With the TikTok kids. Yeah. Good old. How do you do, fellow kids? Have you seen the Montgomery, Alabama riverboat fight footage? No, I don't think so. I should. That shit's crazy. I better see it. Oh. Oh, someone linked it. Let me see. This video may be inappropriate for some users. Is the audio going through? I don't think so, right? I'm just watching it. I'm just gonna watch it while I solder. Oh my god. Look at all these people just like bench warming. Oh my god. Yo, what? What's with the person swimming? He's not showing it. You want me to? Does it show? Hold on, let me see if I can show it. Give me a sec. It's my window here. Alright, hold on. I think I need to put the audio on. So is it this one?
Get up there, young buck! Get up there, young buck!
What's this? Closed caption.
We got action, baby! He ain't finna do nothing! Arrest that! Oh, Lord!
Call him Young Buck, that's the most American slang. Young Buck.
Young buck slammed over there.
I can feel my blood sugar rising.
Did you see him take off in that water?
Oh my god, there's so much. There's so many people yelling. Young bud. Ooh. Ooh. Oh! Oh, damn. The motorized wheelchairs. How many people is it? These ladies stopping them? Bro, I see this stuff on Twitter every day. You mean X? Your favorite platform now? My Twitter algorithm is low-key fucked because it's just fights? Oh, man. Is that all you do now? Just watch fights on Twitter? They're just so satisfying to watch. I mean, they're fun. As a spectator, yeah. And also, you kind of don't know what's gonna happen, you know? People do the weirdest shit and bring like all kinds of things to fights. Saw the sweetie down there. Sweet home Alabama. All these people yelling though. Dude, the chair's right there making a cameo. Gonna get crazy. Wait, also, am I even gonna be able to upload this VOD? Worst camera person ever? That's true. Oh, that was it. Oh, that was it. I have no idea, TBH. Alright, that got me like extra slow on the soldering, so I still have like another row to go. This isn't the full video? John, what the hell, dude? Fail. Ah, disappointment. Where's Aquaman? People are clamoring for Aquaman.
and I assume the chair, which apparently it makes a cameo too. That's some mage. The memes that came out of this was hilarious when he threw in the hat in the air. It was like the best signal. I'll have to look it up. I'll just check it out after this. After the stream. It's gonna be pretty funny to watch. Alright, last switch. And done. You'll be good on the VOD. A bunch of people don't do anything but react. That's true, I guess. Is that it? Just checking if I missed anything. Okay, I think that's it. Alright, time to put these little TX... Oh, the Twitter link. Let's go. I'll check it out later, though. X link? I mean, it still says twitter.com, so it's still a Twitter link. But when you click on it, it is X, yeah. Disappointment. Wait, let's watch the Twitter link together? Okay, hold on. Is there just like the clip of the part that I missed? I guess I can just fast forward it. Like, how many more minutes would it be? I feel like it wasn't too long after that. Maybe like... Oh, twiddling is the clip right on time? Okay, give me a sec. Is it the... Okay. Is it the first one? Is it this one? Yeah. Oh. Who's that guy? Who's that other guy? Random ass. The dude's swimming in. Swimming his ass over. Oh my god, this lady. I'm back. What did I miss? We're just watching Twitter. Aquaman. Oh my god. Who's this dude? Oh, okay. Was that it? I guess that was it. Oh, now part 2. Wait. This one? Oh, okay. Oh! Oh, shit! The chair, though. Oh, what the? Bro. With the WWE style chair. Sheesh. Damn. Brother actually thinking he's in WWE. The Undertaker or some shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up there. Form is insane. Oh man. Crazy stuff. Isn't that a hate crime now? I don't know. Read reports of what happened at the hospital? Oh, really? Oh, read reports or like, you read them? Are you asking me to read them? Alright, I think this is done. I guess I should... Drew said something about the daughter board, so I guess I should test it first before putting it into the board. Read red? Yeah, I know, right? So dumb. There are Facebook screenshots of the shop owner saying he only wants white dollars and he's been beat up by gorilla. Damn, okay. Jeez. Oh my god. Yikes. Big yikes. Yeah, that does seem racially charged. I mean, no shit. Shows up on Via here. Let's see. Layouts, bottom row 7U. Okay, and I normally do caps as control. And when key here. I guess the rest is fine. I can take it off. Do you see the Utah guy who got lettered by the FBI after schizo posting on Facebook? No. But I mean, I feel like this is like a every other day occurrence. At least. You don't always hear about it, but I feel like there is a bunch of it here and there. Nice. Okay, everything works. Sweet. Only saw two, but read like hearsay. They refused to be treated at the hospital and called the cops because staff was dominantly black. Oh wow. Man, that's 2023. Am I right? That's crazy. Man, I guess you're bound to see it at some point again, you know? But still. I want to change my bias with 84 switches. Oh, you like changing your switches for it? Do you see the presidential candidate from Ecuador that got his head blown off? I did see the news. I did not, obviously I did not see anything else. I saw the news article about it. The candidate being assassinated. Not unheard of. But yeah, that shit's crazy though. Yeah, it was. I mean, I saw an article on the Times. Some dude ran up to him and shot him in the head in the street. Jeez, what is this like? That's the kind of shit that starts wars, you know? Or that did start them. Have you watched the Teja Mex and Co video yet? I did. I did watch the Teja Mex and Co video. We actually can talk a little bit about it if you would like. Oh, damn. Those magnets came off. You can see how these little magnets came off because they're pretty strong. I think they just slipped off from the side. The Mexico video is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I know R. Mendez, and I appreciate his insight. He's a very smart person, not to mention he has a lot of experience being an entrepreneur, as well as understanding the business side of things a decent bit. So I think a lot of his insight does come with a good amount of expertise and just like professionalism. That said, I mean, I would definitely appreciate seeing a vendor side of it as well. And I think more importantly, like, it is like there are some truths to all this, right? Like, there is no way to vet. There is no way to. There's no ombudsman role. Like, there's no way to have a neutral position where, like, if you have a moderator, if you have a vendor, if you have somebody doing something wrong or something that seems to like basically raise a flag and whatnot, there's no real way of addressing it at all. Like, there's basically none. There's just no way. There's nothing. So yeah. He has security at the time too. I mean, they always do, right? Normally, typically they do have security on them. But that's crazy though, nonetheless. Assassinations and whatnot. Alright. I don't remember which one was the harder grommet, but I guess I can just tell by touching it. Okay, I think the yellow ones were the harder grommets. I wanna try the harder grommets again. Forget if it was. It's like this, right? So talking about me or what? I just got back. Oh yeah, no, just the Mexico video for a bit. Naming switches after fruits was a mistake. Wait, what is this? Have you reacted to this yet? No. Oh, is this a video? How do I? Please show on stream. Yeah. See if it shows up. There. Okay. Wait, what is he saying? Hold on. I can't hear. Let me turn off this. Is the volume really low? I think it is real low, right? No audio? Oh, okay, hold on. No audio. Okay, I turned up the audio a little bit, and let me replay it.
Lubed or unlubed melons? I might have to turn this off. Okay, let's see what we got. I'd love to see some lubed up melons. I really hope they're lubed. Oh my god, they're fucking keycaps. Why are we on it? What? I don't want to do this mechanical keyboard thing. I don't get it anymore. I feel like when it comes to mechanical keyboards, I am just an old fucking man.
This keyboard makes the creamiest sound.
Great, okay, it makes creamy. We're into creamy keyboards. Zoom 75 keyboard kit, tangerine switches, lubed and filmed polycarbonate plate, and all foams Osume matcha keycaps. Yeah! I feel like I just fell behind, and then everyone just started inventing words for keyboards. What is that? They're not supposed to look like that, and you are not even typing. There's nothing going on that iPad. Is it even plugged in? Echo SPR 67 Loop EPBT Breath of the Wild Hangle. What does that even mean?
The creamy sounding keyboards
Team Thaki?
or the thocky deep sounding keyboards?
Oh my fucking god! Team Thaki! Thaki? Team Thaki keyboard? I'm having a stroke. I'm
So
stroking.
this is one of the
I would have a stroke too.
One of the fucking thwompiest keyboards. So floppy. Let's see. Do I like my keyboard Team Thwompy or Team Lubricated, or do I need my Halo Cozy Matcha set or Team Thonky? Dude, I'm telling you, that shit is just thocky, okay? And once again, you are not tight. There's not even a screen in front of you.
Here are some of my favorite keyboards in February 2023.
Some of you... They change month to month. QK65 ATT Strawberry. Echo Jelly Whites. Oh, look, I must seem like the craziest, most just like you can't have fun person on the planet. But come on. ACR Pro X
Wompy.
Plus Gazoo Boba. That's just silly, right? Can we admit that that's a little bit silly? I do like keyboards. I still do like keyboards. I feel like I'm just being left in the dust now. And none of these words.
They don't make sense.
Nothing my understanding. It was so easy back in the day. I made a video all about this. You had buckling spring and you had Cherry MX. And everything else was a cheap imitation.
How my keyboard sounds, but every few seconds they get more and more expensive.
What? We're starting at $350?
It's so true. It is so fucking true.
82? No. We're done. We're done.
Miavo Hypers 1, Miavo Hypers 1.
Come on, guys. Come on. I mean, no
Who's
disrespect
this?
to the
Oh, Extra Prius. Hello.
community. I'm one of you. I still enjoy some good thocks and thwomps and clumps and clocks and ticks and tocks and dicks and cocks.
Thwomps.
But look, at a certain point, when we're building cozy matcha keyboards, maybe we went too far. I'm sticking with my old.
Maybe we went. Have we gone too far, guys?
That's all I've had for years. All right.
Oh my god. That's so hilarious. It's very relatable, though. It's true. It's true. Who's paying 700 for Mode Sonnet? I think it's like they're counting all the costs from the cost from all the keycaps and the switches and all the accessories and shit, right? I guess that's what it is. Let me double check rules first of all. Okay, that's in the channel. Good. And then just gotta make sure that this fits in properly. Or is it easier if I fit this to the top first? I guess it might be, yeah. Yeah, it's probably easier this way. Swampy, Thocky, Clacky, Tick-Tock, Talky, Ticky. You're telling me if I put vintage Nixie Housing Hirose blue switches with vintage brown springs, I can say I have a 20K keyboard? just with the Nixie Air and the diode from the Hirose or whatever shit. I guess. Oh wait, I guess Hiroses don't come with diodes. Actually, never mind. Blacky. Oh, Edward, hello. 800 for Glacier 80 is funny. I mean, I do think like cumulative cost-wise, they do pile up pretty quickly. Yeah, I have no idea who Tycotti is, but yeah. And Pro 2 actually pretty good. So the other day I actually found an And Pro 2 at work. And it had MX Browns, guys, and it was actually pretty good. The stabs were actually pretty decent, and it's programmable. So I actually immediately programmed a function layer with like HHKB arrows because that's what I use on 60%. And like, you know, FRO and whatever, like on the function layer. But yeah, and Pro is programmable. TikTok keyword was a mistake. Factual. TikTok was a mistake. I mean, this is part of why I don't do it. I can't bother. I mean, it feels like a waste of time. I mean, it's like fun to browse. I'm sure it's probably like a huge waste of time in that sense. It just sucks your time out of the day. It's super easy to just keep scrolling. Alright, let's try this out. Let's see if it's thwompy. Do you guys think it'll be thwompy? That's good to hear.
I'm almost 30. Trends don't matter to me. Wait, John, you're almost 30? So you're not 30? Damn it. Damn it, dude. Frick. So you're telling me you're younger? Oh, man. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Oh, hi, Kiwi. Oh, he's a little scared, I think. 94, you're 93? Yeah. Yeah, bro. Oh, hi, Kiwi. Okay, hi. Do you like these keycaps, Kiwi? Oh, you want to go? Okay, bye. He didn't like it. Not thwompy enough for him. He's scared of the dude with the Czechoslovakia? I know. Oh my god, that was brutal. These keycaps look nice. Wait, come back? Yeah, he's gone. He wanted to hang out somewhere else. 30-year-old boomers. I guess so. Who's buying these? Wait, he sold the KBD fans OG60 for $630 with the wrong bottom row? Wait, who are we talking about? Just some like TikTok person? Imagine being close to 30. Oh god. Are we going on this whole thing? Terrible. Talking about the guy who said thwompy? Wait, really? He sold KBD fans for like 600 bucks? Damn. Look at this guy, big businessman. Smoj, I can't even sell my own boards for like retail. Yeah, not that I really sell a lot, but yeah, we're often. Diego, they sold a Tiger Light for 600? Damn. Wow. Big profits. Ain't no way fleecing people. I know, right? I still don't understand the fight bit. Ignorance is bliss? Yeah, ignorance is bliss, dude. Don't worry too much about it. I wouldn't. This key set looks pretty nice, honestly. I mean, I don't think I love the tone of blue. It's a little bit strong coming, but it's nice actually. It still does look pretty nice on a black keyboard. It's probably one of the novelties here, one of the enter ones maybe. A little boat novelty or whatever. Jane V2 ME prices going bad real quickly in Indo. I mean, there's a lot of them, so I think that's kind of... Wait, or by bad you mean expensive or cheaper? I mean, I assume they're probably gonna be like closer to retail now, no? Because there's so many of them. There's a ton of mono keyboards. So I would only assume it gets cheaper and cheaper with time, especially because there's more releases, more other boards. Also, we're in an economic downturn. Like, people don't want to spend that much money these days too. So I think it kind of makes sense to me that there's no
That's getting cheaper. You know? Feel like anyone that had it that wanted an Emmy has one. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel about it too. Like at least I feel like that's the case for the most part. All right. I don't know what to go with. Something like blue purplish here, or maybe I'll go with. Oh, these guys are nice too. Let me see. This pato looks kind of cool. 5D. This? Okay. Want to trade win that green? Want to trade for pink? Oh wait, you like the pink one? These are like slightly on the purpler side, but they actually look pretty good though. So I'm probably gonna go with that. Maybe I'll go with violet here. The theme isn't perfect, but it works. It looks nice. I'm too worried that literally no one I know reads Black Butler. Definitely don't know too many people who do. Good evening. Your stream is too long for my peanut attention span. Can you give this fan of down bad K-pop a TLDW? We build keyboards and they sound like keyboards and they look like keyboards. And then I promote and showcase keyboards and keyboard adjacent items that hopefully improve your keyboarding experience, which at the end of the day is just a keyboard. But if you like having a lot of trinkets on your desk, you can always get trinkets like trays and more trays and keyboards, which are basically trays with buttons. Are they thwompy? They might be a little bit flaky, but it might be a little bit talky instead. I don't know. You can actually experiment a little bit, and you can maybe be able to achieve a little bit of like perhaps like a maybe more woody sound. Or if you want to go for the creamy end, then you have to maybe add a little bit more lube and foam. I don't know. Marbly perhaps. No habla foam brain. Fail. Hey, Clackbait with the raid. Hello. 53. Welcome. Right on time actually. We just finished putting on the WS Kraken set here. This is double shot PBT from Wuche Studio. New keycap set that they've been working on for a while. And we just built this bias with MX Blacks and a polycarb plate. We haven't typed on it yet, so you guys are actually here literally right on time. What's up? What's up? Okay, can you hear me? All good? Okay, so let me just see here. The side camera should be fine. Wait, oh, this is not working, is it? Oh, it's not. Okay, here. Oh, there. Okay, let me see here. Alright, let's give this a shot though. Turn off the music here, and I'll turn off the fan that's next to me. I know it might be a little louder. Great color in the shirt. Oh, this red, I like it. It says, actually, this is a shirt that Mr. GZ Prime, who's in the chat, actually made. It says there is no end game. It says that there is no end game. You know, I'm being covered by the
by the mic here. But yeah, I've had this t-shirt for a while actually. It's a little bit worn now. I'm a little worried that I'm not gonna be able to wear it as much now because it's kind of worn. Alright, so let's give this a shot. This is MX Blacks on polycarbonate, no foam at all. We have these double shot PVT keycaps, the Wuche Studios Kraken set, designed by Mangas, and that will be released through Wuche Studio and other vendors worldwide. Alright, let's give it a shot. That's nice. A little bit on the high pitch side, I think so. The polycarb plate most likely, and gives a nice slappy thwack clack key sound. Just kidding, I'm just joking around. But yeah, it sounds pretty good. Pretty clean sound. And clack bait, no worries. Have a good time with the fam. Take it easy. Have a good night. Thank you again for the raid. Audible scratch is so good. Yeah, it has a little bit of a tiny bit of scratch. Which sounds pretty good. The lubing was done pretty lightly. I did it with 205 here, but it's pretty much so light that's kind of akin to when you just use 3204 on a regular basis. But yeah, pretty good. Spaceballs, the username says sounds good. Makes me wonder what went wrong with my build. I'm not sure. What do you think it was? Also, I do. Oh, did I give you your points back? Nacho, I'm just gonna give you your points back today, Nacho. I'm just too lazy now. Alright, I'll give you your points back. Boom, done. Alright. So here are the mods. Pretty nice. Not much thwomp indeed. Yeah, it's pretty clacky, pretty high, high pitched. How many decimats? I got 3 here. I got 3. How's the Wuche keycaps compared to GMK? Is it more thwacky? Honestly, the font is on the thicker side. It kind of reminds me a little bit of some of the Kaneki sets, but the sharpness of the legends is honestly really good. They do seem pretty consistent. Alignment looks pretty good. Color and quality of the keycaps wise looks pretty good. Fitment so far. Like looking at the modifiers here, I don't sense any binding, which is a good thing. They seem to be pretty good on the 7U especially, which is usually a culprit to find. Like if you are using PVT or something, you might want to check your longer keycaps. Sometimes the material doesn't work too well with stuff and they have some binding, but yeah, these are double shot PVT and they sound and feel pretty good. Honestly, I think for the price point, it's pretty good. I mean, there are some like kerning things and some small things I could nitpick on all I want, but you know, like I don't think it matters too much. Like for example, like this pipe does look a little bit big. or backslash key, and like the numbers and are like a little bit closer to the middle than they are like to the bottom, things like that. But honestly, the legends look super sharp. The homing key, I wish the homing bar was a little bit more prominent, to be quite honest. The homing doesn't really like serve that much of a purpose. It's very light, the homing bar. They don't have scoops, they only have these bars, and they have blank, like no homing bar keycaps for the F and J. The kitting is really good. The base kit pretty much has all the basic support, including split space bars, 3Us, and all that stuff. Like it has a 40s basic support as well. You have the novelties kit and the homing keys. I mean, and the 40s kit as well that add extra compatibility and whatnot. But yeah, I think for the price is pretty good. I think they're planning on price it around like $85 or something like that, which is pretty solid. Honestly, like if you were in the market for keycaps that are like under $100 or whatever, and you like the colorway, like it's pretty nice. I mean, also the colors do look nice, and like the contrast is good, and there's no like banding or weird streaking. Honestly, the consistency of the color looks really, really good on this. So I like it. I like how it's looking here. Are the homing bars as bad as NKPBT? I would say the novelties one might have been even less prominent in this. So this is actually okay. This is okay, but not amazing. Like if you're looking for homing properly, I think this is still on the soft end of it, so to speak. But yeah, it looks pretty good. This is indeed double shot PBT, which is actually kind of hard to take off here. It's like, yeah, 1.5, 1.6 millimeter thick, I guess. The double shotting process kind of covers the entire keycap, as you can see here. The stems are nice and tight, snug on these MX Blacks. I assume they will be snug on other switches as well. But yeah, pretty good actually. I actually do like them. What do you think of the board? I mean, I built a bias before, so I know that it's a pretty solid board. I do like this grommet mount, especially with this polycarb with the harder grommets. It kind of feels closer to like a top mount, which is nice. And I do like polycarb plates anyway with MX Blacks. Very, very clacky kind of sound. But it's a nice and clean sound for the board. The stems aren't recessed. Let me double check. Yeah, you are correct. The stems are not recessed. I do not see a recess on this. Oops. Let me see if I can show it on the overhead. Yeah, stems are not recessed, as you can see. So, but yeah, the legends do appear pretty nice. Can you show the bottom? Yeah, of course. I do think it's a little bit unfortunate that there's no recessed stems on this, considering that I feel like if you're going to do cherry profile, like recessed stems are probably a must, even if it's PBT. But yeah, you thinking about picking up a Type K? I'm torn right now. I'm pretty torn. Not sure though. Not sure. It's pretty expensive too though. But yeah, the bottom looks really nice. Wait, recessed stems are a must? I would think so, yes, because there's going to be designers who design around like GMK or original cherry profile keycaps, and those all have recessed stems. Like Enjoy PBT actually redesigned their molding as well, and those also now have recessed stems. CRP doesn't have it. Hammerworks CRP does not have it, but if you're looking for cherry profile keycaps, like actual cherry profile caps, the recess stem is a thing. Like if you look at GMK here, you can see how the stem is slightly more in compared to the bottommost cross section or plane of the keycap. And so yeah, recessed stems are something that are a consideration if you're making keycaps that are authentic cherry profile. And so as soon as you don't recess them, In some keyboards, you'll actually start seeing them. Like in this keyboard, it's not that much of a problem because the walls are nicely designed to be a little bit higher, so the keycaps sink in nicely here. But in the case of some particular boards, like they might float, and you'll start seeing a little bit of the, switch on the sides. So yeah, OTC is recessed as well, if I recall correctly. Yes. A recent asked the cost of the mold. Didn't know that. I don't know. That I'm actually not. I don't think so. Well, no, not. I don't think so. I don't even know. I don't actually know. I cannot admit to it or anything. I don't know enough about molding equipment or anything like that. Plastic manufacturing stuff to even know if it's an expensive process or not. It's probably more of a modeling problem than a mold issue, but yeah. It's like the getting it right from the get-go is more important. But yeah. Sounds pretty good though. I mean, this kind of sounds a lot like GMK in some ways, but I mean, it is PBT though, so I'm assuming GMK will sound different on this. I could try GMK on this actually. So maybe I'll get it, and we can wrap it up after that. How's that? So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Here with some caps from, I think this is BMK Miami Nights. Can we talk about our feelings? Yeah, sure. What feelings do you want to talk about, Mr. Kupo? Do you have a confession to make? Feelings of abandonment? Wait, actually though? That sucks. Why is that the case? Abandoned by whom? By Cute, our K-pop savior? Cap abandoned me, said he was going to get milk. Peaches abandoned us? Oh, damn, that's a sore spot, dude. Peaches effectively retired, that's true. Kind of sad. I need to get Siggy's too. Do you smoke, Mr. Cap? Do you actually smoke though? Be honest. No? Okay. Of course, there's no way Mr. Kupo would do such a heinous thing to their body. Ain't no way. Bye so lit. Typing on mine right now. Diego, I hit 2 months clean last weekend. Shit, Hanker, that's huge, dude. Oh my god, that reminds me of the time I did stuff as well, and it's huge. I mean, like every month, every like time period that you count just feels great. I mean, well, it feels like shit.
at some points, TBH, and the temptation's there and all that, but in the long run, dude, it's so worth it. I'm happy for you. You'll feel yourself breathe better, dude. Like, genuinely. Like, you'll go, like, on a hike or whatever, and you'll be like, holy shit, my lung capacity was this much? Yeah, because... You used to smoke? Yeah, when I was, when I was much younger, so, like, I stopped, like, mid-college-ish. I only did it socially for the most part, but I mean, still did. So yeah. Not good. I mean, it sucks. Sucks for your health anyway. What made you stop? Just kind of got lack of interest, I think. For the most part, I kind of just didn't see the benefits being any particular, like, I just didn't sense how much, like, whether it added anything to my life, aside from, like, calming the nerves sometimes, like, you know, like, anxiety-wise or whatever, like, sometimes it being kind of nice, or, like, you know, like, there's definitely a little bit of the social aspect, too, that I did, like did enjoy for a specific time. Like, I did get to get close with certain people because of it and all that, and you know, but that said, I'm still close to some of these people, and it has nothing to do with smoking. And so yeah, I think a lot of it was stemmed from the fact that it just didn't seem like it added much to my life. And so, like, quitting was probably a more beneficial thing in the long run, which is always the case. But yeah, and not craving it and that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's a lot of reasons, but that's a big one, I would say. Quit smoking 15 years ago and still feel like one whenever I drink. It's crazy, dude. It's the feeling of victory after you quit is like unparalleled. It's so nice. Like, when you look back and you think of, like, holy shit, I used to do that. Ain't no better feeling to know that you're, like, over it. But yeah, yeah, I mean, I'm glad it was, for me, it was kind of more on the social side, and it was a lot more casual. Like, I didn't, like, chain smoke or anything, but yeah, I mean, admittedly I did, so I did smoke for a while, so yeah. It didn't help that a lot of my friends did too. Like, a lot of my friends started pretty young. Like, I had friends who did smoke since they were, like, basically just as soon as they hit their teenage years and stuff, right? Like, pretty early, and so the influence definitely didn't help. I mean, it was more like there was less to stop me rather than something encouraging me. So it was like, oh, whatever, it's fine to do it. Turns out it sucks, though. It's so expensive and shitty, but I'm super hooked. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's the thing. It's like, when you're in it, it's an essential kind of thing. Like, it feels like that. It's like part of your life, part of your daily habits, ways to de-stress. You know, first thing in the morning, last thing at night, whatever it might be. And when you're hooked, it's hard to get rid of that satisfaction over it. So, yeah, I mean, no one can really tell you to quit. You have to be motivated to do it yourself. And certainly going cold turkey is not a thing you should probably be doing. There's ways to wane off from it. But yeah. I struggle with moderate feelings of addiction to nicotine and weed. Kicked nicotine 2 months back. I'm working on the other one now. Shit, that's awesome, dude. That's so damn great. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to quit any of them. Tried cold turkey 4 times with nicotine gum. It just kind of worked the last time I tried. Yeah, so for some people it just hits, and for some people it doesn't. So it's like sometimes it's like a timing thing too. Like maybe your mindset is a specific way that it just works out for you. But yeah, other times it doesn't. All right, we got GMK on this now, and I'm going to plug this back in. Get the noise gate off. I'm off nicotine, still in the Zaza. Weed gay. Name checks out. That's awesome. I'm glad you're happy with the Zaza. I did cut that out too, for what it's worth. But yeah. All right, let's try out. Shall we try out GMK now? If you had CMYW accents, no, I like Miami Nights just like this. All right, here we go. Same build. Yeah, pretty nice. Weirdly enough, on GMK, the spacebar sounds like it's like slapping. It's like da da da. It's like whipping down on the plate. It's kind of interesting, but it sounds nice. Yeah, high pitch for sure, but that's polycarb for you too. The mods. Which grommets? I went with the hard grommets all around. Yeah, spacebar sounds pretty nice, right? I prefer Wallace mount to grommet mount. I found the pink ones to be too soft. Yeah, same. I tried it on a previous build, but I like the harder grommets better, for sure. I'm gonna be real, I don't know how Andy got the one he built to sound hollow. Oh, really? It doesn't sound hollow at all. You think maybe, you know what I'm thinking? Frank the Third. I think maybe the daughterboard cable. So if the daughterboard cable catches and you have like pressure between the daughterboard cable and the case with the PCB, sometimes it causes that resonance. So it might have caught on something, perhaps, like outside of the channel, maybe got pinched or something. Could have been, I don't know. This might be the best sound signature to my liking out there. I love the chalky sound of Thoki keyboards, and I'm actually not a fan of creamy ones as they often just sound too lubed.
This, however, is the perfect amount of creamy to turn the chalky sound of thick into a silky chiclet sound. If I ever build my own keyboard, I'll aim for something like this for sure. Nice. You try the PCB foam? No. No, I did not. I like it without it. I don't really think I need it because it sounds nice without. I'm more of the default. Try something that is like default state, so no foam, no additives basically, and then add on top as you need it. If you need it, then you add it. If you think it's hollow, you add material in to, you know, absorb some of that. That's kind of like the approach I prefer to take, but yeah, some people are the opposite way. It's like they like to remove stuff as they go. Is this yours? Yeah, this is my personal. Every time I hear someone describe a keyboard as creamy, just think of someone slapping a toast of sour cream. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Poner. How you doing, dude? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I know things have been busy on your side and whatnot, but hope you're doing well, dude. Or at least better. Who is this guy? I know. Who? Patisse Juice Box. Hello. Yeah, it's been a bit. How you doing? I'm gonna turn on this fan here. It's kind of hot. I haven't seen Poner since the Obama administration. Thanks, Obama. That sounds good though too. But yeah, do you guys like GMK better? Do you guys like the PVT better? I mean, honestly, the PVT sounded really good. Like, it didn't have any issues in terms of the sound. It sounded pretty solid. So, I do think the ABS might sound a little bit deeper, maybe. Not by too much, TBH, but yeah, I think the PVT sounded pretty solid too, though. So if anybody's looking to buy like these Wuche Studio caps, I think they'll be pretty happy with the price. Not to mention the compat is pretty good. Like, you don't have to buy spacebar kits to get 3U or 275, 225, 275 support, right? Like, I think that's kind of nice. The compat is really damn good, and the legends and stuff is pretty crisp. So I didn't really have issues with that. Yeah. I preferred mine with CRP. I kind of want to try CRP, but I like literally bought this board thinking of Miami Nights. Like, when I made the purchase, I was like, I'm going to put Miami Nights on it, and so I just kind of went with it, you know. Yeah. I've had Miami Nights for a while, and I had it on a board before, and then took it off, and then put it in another one, and then took it off, and I was like, I really want a black board that I want to like really put Miami Nights, and then I saw the weight and all that, and I was like, oh, it just has to go on it. Just has to go on it. ABS called as a knife on my back, so at liberty to say GMK. No, it's fine. I mean, PVT can sound pretty good too. I mean, there's some boards where PVT sounds better, in my opinion. Whether it's CRP or otherwise EPVT, whatever else it is. Do you ever see the bias with the Infield Miami Nights bias logo? Yeah, that was Ozzy Keycaps. He was actually here earlier. EJ6. He posted on my server, Lamp. If you go if you just look it up, pretty sure you'll find Miami. Like, if you type Miami Nights on the media forum, pretty sure you'll find it. It was really damn good. Really loved how like it had the Miami Nights infill, like both the magenta and the cyan. Whew. Something else. It was A+. It was really damn good. Anyway, I probably might want to infill it something like that, because, you know, it's kind of invisible right now. Yeah, it's really well done. Super meticulous. Joking aside, I still like PVT for everything except spacebars. Oh, that's fair, actually. Spacebars on PVT are kind of a miss sometimes, yeah. They can sound a little bit flat, like just kind of like. Sometimes it's a stabs, but there's times when it's actually just the material. It just doesn't sound that good. Oh yeah, thanks for the link. Oh, it's so good. Dude, he killed it. So good. Oh, he did such a good job with it. Remember the XMP? Oh, the chamois space bars, dude. Abstraction. I actually did a mini buy of chamois stuff, like 21 KB chamois stuff, for a bunch of my Discord server people. Were you in it? I'm not sure. But and it was a shame. Because the space bars were so scuffed. I mean, they're just like thick, and they just like bam, bam, bam on the board. They just didn't sound good at all. But the alphas and everything else were fine. But it's like I kind of feel the need to replace them with like at least CRP or APVT. I don't use the caps at all either, so I'm sorry to myself for wasting money, I guess, and time packing all these up and figuring it all out. Making Peaches help me out back then. Oh. Yeah, the caps are too thick, so I think they just absorb too much of the sound. Yeah, I get it. It was a nice novelty. Like, it was like, oh cool, chamois, you know, cheap, dice up, whatever, right? So it goes. Chamois different from usual PBT. It is thicker. I think they're like 1.7 millimeter thick, which is 0.2 millimeter thicker than the usual 1.5. 1.8, my bad. 1.6 now. Yeah, they've gone up and down. But yeah, thicker. And the way they did the stem supports, the supports on the cap, on the underside of the cap, were like, they're kind of weird. I don't know. They kind of made the cap really heavy. So when you put it on boards and stuff, it sounded really like, it sounded very like loud and heavy. It was weird. It just didn't sound good, basically. It's hard to say. Yeah, it's flat sounding. Yeah, flat sounding is the right thing to say, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, they changed it up several times though. 1.8, 1.6, 1.7. But it was never 1.5. Which doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. It's like, it's a marketing point. Yeah. Custom dice up. Yeah, we took advantage of that one with the ACW one, right? I don't think I've used that set. Me neither. Not really. I mean, especially because I just didn't like the spacebar and the mods part. Lazad, hello. Long time no see. I'm doing alright. How are you? Are there any narrow Cyrillic set outside of chamois? I haven't seen. I've seen some like random like DCS kind of stuff, like from random OEM point of service boards, but it's like you gotta harvest it basically, so it's like you gotta have like a random find somewhere, and then it's like you only get the alpha, so you gotta figure out the rest, and sometimes they're yellowed. Gotta play around with it. It's kind of annoying. Anyway, so today we did a bunch of things. Just gonna recap here, and also maybe let's punch the little thumbnail here. We got our little fragments right here. And then Miami Nights here today for the thumbnail, unfortunately, but we did try the Wuche Studio Kraken. Maybe I'll put some here to pretend like I am a very good promoter here, promoting Keycaps, trying out new products out there. It's like, wow, Wuche Studio. Happy Friday! Oh yeah, it is Friday already here. Happy Friday. Alright, there goes our thumbnail. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and boom. Alright, sick. So it looks good. Let's go back to our other view here. yeah, these are pretty good. We just tried them earlier. They sounded really nice. Earlier part of the stream sounded pretty good, and then we switched out to GMK just earlier, which also sounded good. I'll probably keep it like this because this is my own set and whatnot. But yeah, the Witchy Studio Kraken set, the double shot PVT stuff was pretty solid. Also, anyway, so we also checked out these Fragment, Ikigai Fragment trays, as you can see here. Fragment. This is the square version, the S. 9 keycaps. And we have the magnetic tray as well, the T for triangle. They are magnetic, so they can you can slap them together like that, right? Same with the tray here. I think I just put the magnets over there, but I'll just put them back later. And yeah, Witchy Studio caps, and built my bias. I'll probably use this for a bit. It's really nice. I should really like that I built it with the polycarb. So that was a pretty solid choice, IMO. Alright, folks. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I just am really tired, actually. Like, I was so close to not streaming today, but somehow I decided to do it anyway. Mostly because I had also committed to time. But I'm actually kind of feeling under the weather, and so I'm probably just gonna take it easy and leave. And actually tomorrow I don't have any morning meetings, so I'm probably gonna sleep in a little. So yeah, let's see. Kim is streaming a unicorn commission build. Oh, nice. We can raid Miss Kim if she is still streaming. Oh, Shuir is streaming. Oh, cool. We could raid her too. I've never raided there. If you want to support. All right, let's go ahead and raid Shuir. She is in the New York area as well, actually. Enthusiast in the New York area, comes out to the meetups and whatnot. She posts a lot of cool reels and stuff on Instagram and whatnot. So check out her Insta. I think it's Shuri Collects or something like that. But let's just go show some love over there. Meow go. Alright, Ribbit Lightning Raid. She likes frogs, I think. So let's just say that. And yeah, probably gotta call it a night here. And I'll see you guys on the next stream. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing the next stream just yet. I am waiting for some parts for some boards. But I will have some other stuff coming soon. So you'll see me put announcements on my Discord. If you haven't joined my Discord server, !Discord, you can go check out my website as well, where I put up photos for different things, as well as all my socials over there too. So you can just check it out there. But yeah. And yes, go ahead and check out the IC for the Albatross TKL, and TKL coming up through Ikigai as well. They're doing a first keyboard design as well. So check out the Albatross TKL page on the Ikigai site as well. Alright guys, take it easy, have a good night, see ya.